We're joined now by third overall draft pick Lauren Cox. Let's just start with the overall experience, Lauren. It was a remarkable roller coaster of a year for everybody and a season that no player in the WNBA had ever experienced before this year, the 2020 season in the Wnba in Bradenton, Florida. How would you describe what it was like to be a part of it?
I think unforgettable would be an understatement. It definitely started off bad for me, getting COVID and everything, getting there late. But overall, it was a good experience. I think it's so unique that you were able to be around your teammates like 24/7. If we were back in Indy, we'd probably go to practice, go to games, go back home, hang out a little bit. But we were here together 24/7. So I think that really helped with our chemistry.
Being in a bubble in itself is a remarkable challenge. You, of course, as you noted, dealt with COVID. You overcome diabetes every single day. The obstacles thrown at you specifically this year were really fairly remarkable. How did you stay on top of all of that, both mentally and physically?
I think living with type 1 diabetes for so long now has just given me this resiliency to just push through anything that's thrown at me, whether it's an injury, an illness, whatever it is, I can get through it.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, it seems like a lot of your MO, who you are, is rooted in overcoming what you can't control. Do you sense that the obstacles thrown at you year one could eventually help you in the future of your career and maybe even as a person?
Yeah, I think so. I think just everything that I went through this year was just so difficult, and it's going to be crazy if that actually happens again. So I feel like I got through the worst of it, and it can only go up from here.
Yeah, I think that's everybody's hope as well. You noted the fact that you were around your teammates 24/7, probably more time in this season than maybe 3-4 seasons combined in a typical year, especially for a young team. Do you feel like you guys grew because of that?
Yeah, I think we definitely did. Just living with each other, seeing each other every day, spending all this time with each other, it helps with chemistry. You can have the most talented team in the league, but if you don't have any chemistry, then you're not going to do well on the court.
Once you got on the court, it seemed like you were getting more and more comfortable, and then unfortunately an end of the year injury took out your last handful of games. But how would you describe the evolution of your season year one in Indiana?
I think I started to gain my confidence back just throughout the season. I felt like I was getting better and better each game, getting more comfortable with the plays, with just the overall play of the game. So I felt really good towards the end of the season, felt like I was getting in better shape, just kind of learning the ropes, that kind of thing.
I think what you bring to the table and what got you picked third in the draft is just how well-rounded you are as a player. It seemed like pretty instantly when you took the court, your defense was pretty strong. Did you feel that way?
Yeah, I think it was. And that's one of the things I pride myself on is defense. And it's definitely different in the league. It's a lot more physical, and I just had to learn as I went.
I think when Fever fans look at this team and start to project years down the road, the potential of having a front court that has you and Teaira is really enticing. And it also seemed that as your season went on, you guys grew a lot of chemistry within each other, and that high-low pass that you had done with Kalani Brown so often at Baylor. Did you sense specifically with Teaira that you guys gained some ground this year? And do you also look big picture and think, wow, we could really be a dynamic duo for years to come?
Yeah, I think that's definitely something that people should look forward to in the future. You kind of saw a little bit of it this year. And I tell T whenever we're in together, post up and I'm going to look for you. I'm going to get it to you. So I think that's going to be good for us as we start to build on that down the road.
Do you have any specific goals for this WNBA offseason? I know you're not going to play overseas.
Mm-hmm. I want to get stronger and just work on a couple skills and just work on getting better. And hopefully next season will be better.
From a skills ability and improving your skill set, how do you do that during the off season? What specifically are you going to trying to do to get better on the floor?
Two of the main things are ball handling and getting my shot off quicker. And that's just going to come with repetition. I can sit in a chair and do some ball handling. I can do that out in the front yard. It's just reps after reps after reps, just doing it over and over again.
Well, we noted it was a remarkably unique and challenging season for you, for the entire team, just all the extenuating circumstances that were out of your control. But for the Fever fans, too, they miss being in the building and getting to watch you guys live. And I know you haven't yet gotten to experience that, and fingers crossed will in year number 2. But for those Fever fans who tuned in every single night, who followed your journey, what would be your final message to them here before you see them again, hopefully in the near future?
First off, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all the support. We didn't get to hear you in the stands this year, but we knew you guys were watching back home, and I haven't met anybody yet, but I'm excited hopefully next year to meet all the fans and just start to interact with them.
Well, your rookie season is in the books. Congratulations. Best of luck as you hopefully get a little bit of time off at home and start to get back in basketball mode. I know you're very competitive and we'll get there quickly, but Lauren, congratulations.
Thank you.